So one of the common questions that we're asked about here is immobilisers. Now there are a couple of different types that have been used with Caterhams over the years. The most common current ones are the Sterling teardrop style immobiliser fobs, and then the slightly older Rover systems, of which there are a few variations in how they behave. So we're just going to take you through a quick introduction to the different systems, how they work, and what the problems are usually relating to. So the intermittent flashing of the light here is displaying that the immobiliser system itself is armed. So with these, we're just going to press the smooth button without the padlock on it to deactivate the system. Now you may find that you need to press this a number of times. The way these keys work is that they have a constantly scrolling code. So it could be 4, 5, 6 presses behind. So you're just constantly pressing that until you hear a click or a beep and the light starts to flash. Now again, these are different on pretty much every car we have. They'll behave slightly differently. So if yours doesn't flash in quite the same way or beep or click, then don't worry about it. The main thing we're looking for is that the immobiliser light here is now off. So when we put the key in the ignition and switch it on, you can see that the ignition light here on the tacho is on and the immobiliser light is off. From there, it's just press and hold to fire. Now what we commonly see are cars being started without the immobiliser systems being fully disarmed, and with the old Rover engines, when you start them they will fire despite the fact we haven't deactivated the immobilisers. So we see the light is now solid red and the ignition is on. So if we press and start, the engine will fire and then die. Well, this is quite common, and this is just because we haven't deactivated the immobiliser system. So to fix this problem, we need to take the keys out. We need to deactivate the immobiliser. You hear a little click, in this case a beep, and you'll often see these lights will flash. You deactivate it, wait for the light to go out and stop flashing. We're then going to arm the system again, which just involves repeatedly pressing the lock button until you hear a click or a beep or the lights start flashing. Now that it's armed, you can see it's back onto a steady repeat flash. We're now going to deactivate it again. So what we've done here is we've deactivated it, armed it again, and then deactivated it again. This cycles the immobiliser system, and now we can put the key back in. Note this time with the ignition on, the light is out. Make sure it's out of gear and press and hold to fire. The engine will now continue to run without cutting out. So for the Sterling immobiliser system, which you can see here, which is more commonly found on most modern Caterhams, this operates purely on a proximity basis. The little flashing red light that we find under the dash here, we've made available purely for the basis of making a useful video for you. Usually you'll find this located somewhere on the dash around here. If you keep an eye on this light, as we put the key into the ignition and switch it on, you'll see the light will start to flash very, very quickly. Now at this point it's looking for the immobiliser fob. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this fob and we're going to move it towards this coiled wire here, which will always be somewhere near your key barrel. Now on this occasion it's already picked it up. You can see the light stopped flashing, you hear a little click and the fuel pump will prime behind you. So now that the immobiliser has picked up the receiver and the light's gone out, it's simply a case of press and hold to fire. With these systems they arm automatically, so as we switch the engine off and pull out the key, you'll see that the red light has now gone solid. This will stay solid for around 20 seconds while the immobiliser rearms itself. It will then go back to flashing intermittently to let you know that the system is now armed. So one tip just to bear in mind is that with these immobiliser systems, if you have a master battery isolator switch, you do need to make sure that the immobiliser system has fully rearmed before you take out the key and switch it off. The reason for that is that these systems will come back on in whatever state you switch them off in. So if you switch the engine off and take the key out, the immobiliser starts its 20-second arming cycle. If you then immediately switch off the power, obviously the immobiliser is cut, all the power is cut everywhere. In 3 days' time, when you turn your master battery isolator switch back on again and power goes back to the immobiliser, it will still be in its arming state. So theoretically, if somebody had your key but not your immobiliser, they could just turn on your ignition and drive away. Possibly the most common fault with the Sterling immobiliser systems are the fobs going out of synchronisation. So we often get that where one fob will just randomly stop working. So what we're going to show you here is how to program a new immobiliser fob. And you can pick these up from Caterham. To be honest, you can probably buy them on the internet, but you have to have one working fob so that you can reprogram another. So this is what we're going to show you how to do. What we're going to do is we're going to use the original immobiliser fob to deactivate the system. So ignition on. Immobiliser used to dearm the system. We then need to switch the ignition on and off twice within 7 seconds. So off, on, off, and then back on again, and the light will start flashing really, really quickly. So at that point, we're going to use the new immobiliser fob, hold it up against, and you'll see the light will flash once. Take it away, the light goes back to flashing, and then we take the original immobiliser fob again and hold that there. Light flashes twice and then goes back to flashing steadily. And that's your new immobiliser system programmed. So all we do then is switch the ignition off and let it rearm itself automatically. So that pretty much wraps up our video of top tips on Caterham immobiliser systems. There are some older immobiliser systems that Caterham used throughout their history, so if you've got something spurious that we haven't covered in this video, then do feel free to comment below and tell us about your system, and hopefully we can answer any questions you may have. So if you want to see any of our other top tips videos, like how to jack your Caterham and put axle stands in the right positions, or any of our other useful videos from our library, then please feel free to click on the boxes below while I do my best weatherman impression. So just one key note to take note. No, I'm not starting with that.